Hey y'all, have y'all ever tried delicious Mountain Dew? I used to drink this regularly, like at least one a day. I haven't had a Mountain Dew in probably 6 or 7 years, maybe longer. Might have actually been longer. But I thought, I'm gonna just get one today now that I haven't drank one in so long and see what it's like. Let's just do this together. Ugh, good Lord, that thing's nasty. Just so y'all know, I did pick up my trash. I just wanted to cut up with you guys a little bit, put that in the truck. What today's video is about is I'm going to do a review of the Pentax SMC 75-150mm f4 zoom lens from the 80s. Now what I want to do with this lens is mount it to a full frame camera with high megapixels and sensor stabilization. That gives me a stabilized lens this small. Now if you take it off the adapter, there's your 75-150mm lens with stabilization, mind you, in a package this big. Now it is an f4 lens, but it's 75-150mm. So what I want to do with that is see how well it'll resolve the lens to the 47 megapixel sensor and see if we're going to get soft images, because there's a theory that glass processing in the 80s isn't as good as it is now. The lenses from that period can't resolve the detail that the sensors today can render. So we're going to test that a little bit. Well, hey there. It's right there. About 12 feet up in this tree. But yeah, I'm gonna get it on the SL2 and get over here. I'm out here at the John Snodgrass Bridge. It's a old steel construction bridge. I don't know what year it was built, but it's rivet construction, which dates it at least probably in the 50s, maybe the 40s, maybe even later, earlier. But it's from that era, and so it's got to be reaching the end of its service life. They've already replaced the B.B. Calmer Bridge down in Scottsboro with a new concrete one. So I want to get some photos of this guy because I'm pretty sure it won't be here a whole lot longer. And it's a good opportunity to test this lens as well. Let's go. This lens is f4 to f32. It does the typical hole stop, then halves through the middle of the range, and then a hole stop at the other end. So you go 4 to 5, 6, and then halves to 22, and then a hole stop to 32. It has push-pull zoom. What's kind of weird is all the way forward is 75, and all the way back is 150. It's kind of backwards from what it should be in your mind, but it works. It works just fine. The dampening on the push-pull is very smooth and it's consistent. There's no hiccups, it's just glass smooth. The focus barrel is, all of this is focus. So you can get a hold of the focus ring. That's loud. Really easily. And it allows you to manipulate focus. It has a built-in lens hood, which is kind of nice. The lens itself is fairly compact in all reality. It's only that much of it's the lens. Then you got this adapter 7/8 of an inch. So there's really not much more to say about it. It's all aluminum construction. It's got what appears to be actual glass in it instead of plastic elements, because it's fairly heavy lens too. It's probably 1.5 pounds. It's fairly beefy. What's nice is on the SL2, it has stabilization because it's in the sensor, and it's 47 megapixels. So we're gonna kind of see how it resolves out. Let's get some more photos. are so many barn swallows right up there. I'm gonna try to get a piece of B-roll with this so you can see them. I've got a couple of photos, but they're actually kind of cute. They're little birds about this big, but there's so many of them. Then the cars go over, and all the young have hatched, but they haven't fledged yet. So they got all their little heads poking out of their little nests. Their nests are little mud domes they've built on the bridge. It's really cute. You should see them. But like, there's none over here. They're all right here. It's weird, and there's none on that side. They're just right here in this one section. Here's an interesting factoid. This bridge was built so long ago that they weren't able to apparently to extrude box tubing at the time like they do now. And they made it out of flat plate and angle iron and hot riveted it together. If you look at this, you see how the rows of rivets run all the way up this plate. And then on the side, it does it again. And you can see they even double riveted the sides. But they've created a structural tube by riveting 4 plates together to form that tube. It's just interesting to me to look at the architecture and how they solved engineering problems. I want you to see this. Look at this monster. This is that's about a 5-inch bolt. Isn't that something? This thing's enormous. Look at this. Then that nut is threaded on it. You know, that's a threaded bolt passing through this anchor. And this thing is on a mount so that it can rock. And it'll actually move, but it's able to rock back and forth. Maybe an expansion device. As it heats up, the whole bridge grows and it's able to rock over to compensate for that. It's just interesting to see how they did problem solving. But so far, lots and lots of semis have crossed it. It's a pretty major artery for this part of Alabama. I've had one tractor go over so far. And there comes a big truck right now. Yeah, that's a semi. Pretty neat. Now there's one going the other way. Well, I can definitively say, from what I've seen out of this lens, it's a good buy. For the price you pay for this lens, at f4 it's a little soft. Once you stop it down a little bit, like I'm shooting out here mostly at f8, and it's because there's so much light, plus I want more of it in focus than just one little sliver of it. It's sharp. It's a great lens. It actually performs surprisingly well. The infinity stop seems to be pretty close. So I believe this is a really good lens for this application. So with that, this is David, the Georgia photographer. And until next time, get your camera out and go take a picture with it, all right? We'll see you later. Bye-bye.